So genetic limits was one of those perks that sat at the bottom of the tier list for a long time because it simply did too little, too inconsistently to be worth the perk slot. But in a recent patch, it's been buffed quite significantly. Now, anytime a survivor loses a health state in any way, they become exhausted. And it lasts long enough to be quite significant. It's very usable on many killers now. And what it means is that when you injure a survivor, they cannot use one of the many exhaustion perks that are quite popular on survivor nowadays. You would think that this would make this a quite competitive and attractive choice among other perks, but in reality, it's quite underwhelming. After testing it quite a bit on stream and off stream, I found this perk to be unbelievably underwhelming despite how much it's been buffed. The reality is that many of your lobbies will look like this. Maybe one exhaustion perk or two that can even be used before the killer even hits you, which means that the perk is doing only one thing and not always doing it well. So yeah, it's just really not that consistent, and I generally do not recommend this perk on any killer in particular, except for the Spirit. Now, the Spirit has to deal with exhaustion perks that make survivors run fast, like any other killer, but she is particularly countered by the perk Iron Will that makes survivors completely quiet when they're injured. But if you have genetic limits, the moment you injure a survivor, they become exhausted. And if you're exhausted, Iron Will simply doesn't work. This means that this is a natural counter to exhaustion perks and Iron Will, which is a pretty big deal for the Spirit. If you want to see just how much this perk can do for you, I'm going to show you a match and point out the moments where my perk disables survivor perks and how much that actually helped. Okay, this time we are going a little bit hard on the whole denying utility build. We have genetic limits to deny exhaustion, but also third seal to deny auras. Thrill the Hunt, which protects third seal from getting done too quickly. It also denies... where are you? It also denies totems if they want to blast them, because it takes so long. Ooh, no job. And I mean, Franklin's denies items as well, so we are basically in complete denial here. No balance landing. Nice. Let's go closer to the middle and see if we can find other people. Damn. That's where corrupt intervention would have really saved us, but it's okay. That's Thrill the Hunt that they did. That's awesome. Do you think they'll be walking around here? I think they'll be walking around here. I like what they do, actually. What that fella do was pretty smart. Let's chase it, possible? Nice try. Oh, she went back to the pallet. She would have been fine. So she lost her medkit. Let's make sure we hook her far away from her medkit so that by the time she finds it, it's lost a lot of charges. But yeah, what she tried to do there, by the way, which is a pretty nice trick, is she walks into me to try to, like, bait me into getting close to get the stun, while she knows that I'm still recovering, right? Because the recovery at this point, even if I had said it was fast, the recovery still takes about 3 seconds. So, that's a nice idea. This is Jake. Wow, okay. I immediately, like, bump into something upon appearing, so that was lucky. He's probably gonna drop that pallet. He dropped it from the same side. Listen, you drop the pallet from the same side when the pallet is unsafe and the killer could go the other way to trick the killer. If the pallet is safe, like, there's no way for me to go around quickly. Don't drop it from the same side. Just drop it normally. That's a bad idea. Okay. I'm not sure where this goes, but... Okay, I think we saw her go from right to left. Well, I didn't want to use my entire power, but here we are. It's the same Claudette, that's fine. She might... Keep in mind, last time we hit her before she could even move, so she might have life now. She doesn't seemingly have it. That was a mistake, I think. That was also a mistake. Okay, let's use power to catch up. Okay. I mean, that works. She will beat me to that window, but I'll cut her off from the next one. Nice, that's good. I think she's kind of running out of options here. She has a strong window that she could beat me to, but does she know about it? Nope. Okay. Like, genetic limits on Spirit compared to all the other killers that we've been playing. Like, it just feels like I am sorely missing a perk slot that could be best used on literally anything else. But on this killer, it does make sense. Hello, anybody? Hello, hello. Third seal is on almost everyone except for the second Claudette. I might go back because I generally have no one else to look for. And they're running. Okay, well at this point if we chase the Claudette that's injured, they're obviously in trouble. But I really prefer not to do that if I can. I would really appreciate if she has off the record, most likely. She has Iron Will. She has Iron Will, it's not off the record. She's dead, but I don't want to kill her. If they show me someone else, I'll go for someone else. Okay. Oh, nice life. Oh, I wonder what would have happened if I hit her earlier. Yeah, I mean, you can see it's quite nasty, right? So we literally denied her Iron Will. This girl has life, we know now, so probably no balance landing. Okay, good to know. Oh, let's get her. Claudette is still on the ground, by the way. They finished a gen. If they never pick her up, I might kill her, but I prefer not to. I'm gonna use power. Oh, there you are. This is the second Claudette. Good. Let's hit her. Oh, she decides not to trade. Okay, interesting. See, this is a palette where maybe dropping from the same side could have worked, but I think against a good spirit, it's not a really solid idea. Oh no, this poor guy's. He dropped the key. Okay. Let's pick her up first. Now, obviously, Meg has to pick up the other Claudette. This is just crumbling down for them, but we're still gonna help out a little. Give them a chance to pick each other up, maybe. She's been on the ground for 2 minutes now. Oh no. Now, something very interesting is happening right now, right? Every survivor's out of the injured, they're not healing, and they're all staying injured. Which means that I can't really hit them mid-chase, so I can't deny things like this life just now, right? And on other killers, that might be annoying, but on Spirit, that is completely fine, because Spirit is one killer that naturally benefits from having multiple survivors injured, right? So, best case scenario, you hit them and they heal, and you get the perk value. Worst case scenario for the perk is still really good for us. So, yeah, I think, like, that girl is literally dying on the ground. They are not helping each other up. I just realized, by the way, the reason they haven't picked up the Claudette is because I have third seal. These people are not a full survivor, friends. They cannot find her. They cannot find her. Oh my god, that's so cruel. I never actually intended for that to be a tactical slug. Oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry, Claudette. You've been on the ground for 3 minutes. No one's been able to find you. That sucks. Alright, so last Claudette will probably get the hatch, but we'll try to find her. Oh! Scratch marks. Oh, wow. Hatch on me. I'm gonna guess that they were headed towards this direction and probably intercept them. Yeah, they were. So that's GG's. Right. Oh, wow. So we denied Iron Will from both girls. We denied a life maybe or two. We denied the life from Meg. This was a really good match. Damn. Well done. So originally I was planning to end the video right here, but I wanted to get a better feeling of how consistent genetic limits is on the Spirit. So I decided to play a few more matches, and I've come to the conclusion that this perk is even worse than I originally thought. Yes, it does counter Iron Will pretty consistently, but the other perks in the list, they often do not get countered enough to be worth the perk slot. Now, you might notice that Overcome is in there. Overcome is that one perk that allows you to take a hit and make more distance, and it's an exhaustion perk. And you would think that this perk would not work if you're taking a hit and being exhausted immediately, but it actually does. And the reason I know this is because I played against Ania that had overcome, and I honestly thought she was cheating because I was injuring her and she was still getting the full exhaustion effect. But it turns out that no, this is exactly how it works. If you take a hit with overcome, you get the full benefit of overcome, and genetic limits doesn't actually prevent it. So yeah, putting everything into perspective, as you can see, there's just so many perks that are not countered properly, and so many non-exhaustion perks that still hurt to go against, like finesse, right? So yeah, on other killers, this is a very mediocre perk. On Spirit, because it does counter Iron Will, I do think it's okay, but you might still prefer something else in the perk slot. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you in the next one.